Hello and welcome to the Tuesday 2 o'clock Tea and Talk. And today is a little bit of an experiment for me. I am testing out my mobile lifestyle and seeing if I can do this remotely. So today I am at the Sylvia Hotel in downtown Vancouver, and it is crazy windy out. So I'm just standing just inside the hotel and taking this opportunity to do what I can to see if I can get in front of new audiences and new clients. So welcome. Tuesday 2 o'clock Tea and Talk are conversations about business, marketing, and mindset. And my name is Aura McKay, and I am a business coach and lifestyle strategist. And I specialize in helping creative entrepreneurs bridge the gap between their skills and their talents and creativity and making money in a business. So the conversation that I want to have today is about exposure techniques, and not in the kind of like weird way, but how do you get in front of new audiences? How can we find new people to serve, new opportunities to provide services and make an impact? A lot of times, there's people say, oh, go networking, go and shake hands and meet people, or write blog posts, or do this, or create free content. So I just want to talk a few minutes about some of the different ways that you can do this, but ways that you can do it so that it aligns with who you are and it aligns with your own style of communicating. So many times with marketing, we have things that we're supposed to be doing, but they don't necessarily serve us. So many times in marketing, what happens for us is that we have shoulda, woulda, couldas. People say, oh, you should write a blog, you should be on Facebook, you should. And they're not always a great match for who we are in the world. So for instance, I love being on video. I love being at the front of the room. I love being out and about and meeting people. And that kind of stuff is fun and exciting and uplifting for me. But I have clients who the thought of, getting on a stage or doing a Facebook video just does not work for them at all. You see, when you take risks, people just want to jump in and help you out. So, again, not everybody is going to be able to do or going to resonate with each of the marketing techniques that are out there. So I encourage you to find a marketing technique that's really going to work with you. So for instance, if you are more of an introvert, if you like, being sort of a little bit separated from the exposure aspect of exposure techniques, you might consider doing things like writing a guest article. So when we write a blog or article and we post it on our own website, or we share it on our own Facebook feed, or we post it on our own LinkedIn, it's much less likely that we're going to attract new clients or get it in front of new clients. So if you don't like the idea of doing a Facebook Live or doing video, and the idea of getting up on a stage and speaking or doing one of those kinds of exposure activities, if that's something that just doesn't resonate with who you are or your personality, you might want to consider doing something like that. And again, the idea is that if you are posting it on your own channels, you might only get in front of the audience of people who already know you. So when you have content like a great article or a great blog post or something that you've created that could be shared somewhere else, there's the opportunity for you to offer that to someone who has an audience. To say, hey, listen, I know you've got this big audience, a bunch of people. I know that you want to give content to your people. Why don't I share with you this great article, this great information, and that way you're getting your name in front of new people. The other thing about doing Facebook Lives is that they can be very intimidating, because you are kind of just talking into a camera and hoping that people are going to show up. So you might want to do something like doing a Facebook interview, or have somebody else ask you questions if you're feeling uncomfortable about being in front of the camera yourself. And that's especially useful in getting in front of new eyeballs if you're doing that kind of a Facebook Live interview on somebody else's page. What that means is you're getting in front of their audience, people who maybe haven't noticed you or met you yet. And you're not having to do the interview all by yourself. You're not having to come up with the content or figure out what you're gonna say. You can rely on having a conversation with another person and do the video that way. So that could be a possibility for you in terms of getting exposure, is leveraging other people's audiences by providing content and value for them through either an interview or a blog post or something like that. My favorite way of getting in front of new audiences is speaking and having the opportunity to present. I love doing edutainment, so in the context of being able to provide something of value and information, but also provide an experience and a feeling, because that's really on my brand. So I'm curious for you guys, if you have thought of like how you're gonna get in front of new audiences. I'm on a radio show this week on Thursday, so that's gonna be really exciting. And tomorrow night, I'm gonna be on Wild Women and Wine, doing a wine interview with Mary Frances Barbizan on her page. So lots of opportunities if you can start building relationships with other people who have an audience. That can give you a chance to get in front of new eyes. And when we think about marketing and we think about our business, yes, a lot of times we can get in front of new audiences through referrals. And creating a referral program or something specific to leverage that is a great idea, but it doesn't necessarily give us the volume or the scale. So guys, because I am on location, I think I am going to wrap it up for today. I see that I do have a couple of viewers. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put that in the box there. I'm just trying to see if I can see any of those, but I can't. So guys, this has been a little bit crazy, a bit of an experiment. Definitely learning a lot about how to run these Facebook Lives on location, and I thank you for your patience and your continued support. We'll talk to you next time at the 2 o'clock Tea and Talk.